An artist has their canvas, a writer their manuscript, a weightlifter their body. But what do we as editors have that will show at a glance the hundreds of hours of focused effort we've poured into our creation? How do you view in a single image, one snapshot, a medium that's meant to be experienced in the fourth dimension, time? The answer? You really can't. But the next best choice is the editor's timeline. This arrangement of colored blocks is our canvas. It won't show the artistry of the edited piece itself, but it does reveal other things about our work, like duration, complexity, and thoughtful organization. Plus, they just look cool. Maybe that's why editors seem to be obsessed with sharing them. Hashtag Timeline Tuesday, anyone? So this all begs the question, is there such a thing as the perfect timeline? I would argue that there is, and it's based on these key elements. First, the timeline should be organized. You should have a system of where things go and not stray from it. Dialogue here, narration there, mono effects on certain tracks, stereo effects on others. Second, as I said, it should be consistent. Once you have your organization system, you need to stay true to it. Third, the perfect timeline should be understandable by others. This is a byproduct of consistency and organization, but it's important to mention. The timeline should allow for clear and effective collaboration with the rest of your team. That means any other editor or assistant should be able to pull it up and start working on it without needing you to explain how a jumbled mess of disorganized media made sense to you at the time. Even if you're a lone editor and you aren't working with a team yet, get in the habit of organizing your work as if you were. Fourth, the perfect timeline should reflect the workflow of your production. If you'll be passing visual effects back and forth with a vendor, plan for that in your timeline layout. If you'll be collaborating closely with a sound department or a composer, make sure that there's a designated space for their work and a way to quickly share your temp audio references with them. In short, consider how things will need to flow into and out of your timeline, and make sure it's arranged in a way that makes that as easy as possible. Fifth, the perfect timeline should function smoothly with your editing system and software. That means being aware of any performance limitations you're facing. Don't try to work with 99 audio tracks if your system is going to choke after 18. Are you going to use color coding? Will you work with the waveform visible or hidden? How large will your tracks be on your monitor? Now, one thing I want to mention is a bit of a disclaimer. The perfect timeline will vary a bit based on your specific situation. This module will be giving you a very solid template and starting point. Once you understand these best practices, you're absolutely encouraged to tweak and modify your own timeline to perfectly fit your needs and your style. But how's the old saying go? You need to learn the rules before you can break them. Coming up in the next lesson, we'll be teaching a professional system for arranging all of your video and audio tracks. All right, I'll see you in a bit.